Guys, Gumrax here. Yes, there's no giant bear here today, but I've got an awesome theory for you guys, actually tying together a couple really big theories here about how Usopp will die later on in the One Piece series and how Sanji will actually come to avenge him. And yes, this will all happen against Kizaru. Before I jump into all of the foreshadowing surrounding Sanji and Kizaru's fight later on in the One Piece series here, let me quickly explain why Usopp will die. So not only in an SBS did Oda say that one of the Straw Hats will die, and yes, this was before the Going Merry did die earlier on in the series here, but he has also tied Usopp to the number 4 constantly throughout the One Piece series here. And as we all know, you guys, the number 4 in Japan is associated with death. So she is the number 4, and she is also slightly pronounced differently in Japanese to mean death. So it is constantly tied to negativity, unluckiness, and death in Japanese culture. With this, we have Usopp being portrayed throughout the One Piece series with the number 4 on him, and Oda likes to put him on cover pages with the number 4 on him. We have the PX4 being the first pacifista to be killed in the One Piece series. We have Thatch, the 4th member of the Whitebeard Pirates, killed by Blackbeard himself, as the number 4 being associated with death yet again. So there's this constant portrayal that we're going to see later on. Additionally, we have Usopp talking about how he will die a brave warrior of the sea. And then we have his absolute love for Elbaf and his love for Dory and Bragi. And when he talks to them, they tell him about the warrior creed that is an Elbaf warrior. And Usopp is just infatuated. He just absolutely loves this idea, and it's that you will die a brave warrior in battle. They're connected to Nordic kings. Nordic kings have this Valhalla place where you go after you die an honorable death. So there are all these things connecting these. Usopp is also based off of Aesop, this fable teller from Greece history and mythology here, and this fable teller is actually spelled backwards. Fable is Elbaf. So there are tons of theories here, you guys. Tons of ideas linking Usopp to dying later on in the stories. I actually already made another video. I was trying to be concise for you guys here. I'll put that up right here. Check it out. It's a lot more detailed about this, but jumping into Usopp dying here and being avenged by Sanji. Now we jump into the best parts of this theory here. We have Usopp fighting Kizaru and all the foreshadowing tied with this. So yes, we know Oda loves to take his mythological ties to pull them into the story, link characters to certain other characters that we've seen. And what this is here is this massive foreshadowing of dogs fighting monkeys and this link to Japanese culture and this rivalry that exists between dogs and monkeys. And not only do we have the red dog Akainu and the red dog Luffy fighting later on in the series, we have the yellow monkey Kizaru fighting the yellow dog Usopp. And why I say Usopp is a yellow dog here, yes, we know that Kizaru obviously translates to the yellow monkey, but why I call Usopp the yellow dog is because he is called a Tengu. He's represented by Tengu, meaning dog or wolf or shooting star in different cultures, liar in certain cultures. We have Kinemon calling him Tengu at one point in the series here. I'll pull that up for you guys. And it means a liar with a long nose, or it means a shooting star. And I'll put up a list here. It's got all of Usopp's attacks for the most part, linking him to a comet or a shooting star. And it has him being a wolf, and a white wolf is a Tengu in some interpretations. And then we have him being a heavenly dog in some interpretations as well as a Tengu. So Usopp is not only our awesome Pinocchio friend, he is based off of Aesop, the long-nosed fable teller from Greek mythology, but also this Tengu character who has a long nose as well, is a liar, is a heavenly dog, is a star comet shooting guy. This is our guy Usopp. So linking together here, we do have Usopp dying. He's tied to the number 4. He is going to carry all of the Straw Hats throughout the One Piece series as he gets braver and does more and more to support this crew. And after they get past the Elbaf arc and he proves himself as a brave warrior of the sea, they are going to have conflict with the world government. We all know that this is going to happen. Of course, Luffy is foreshadowed to fight Akainu, which has yet to happen as well. Luffy's got to get some vengeance there. But Usopp is going to end up clashing swords with Kizaru, and not only is he going to clash swords, but he is going to use these long distance attacks that we know would fit perfectly up against Kizaru, who is using lasers. So after this fateful battle between the yellow monkey and the yellow dog here, this heavenly dog Tengu, our fabled friend Usopp here, yes, it will be one of the most devastating points in the series, but I think we will immediately, absolutely immediately after Usopp dies, Sanji will show up. and he will be here to avenge him. He will be here to make one of the most climactic and amazing points in the One Piece series. We've seen on 2 different occasions Sanji come to the rescue to save Usopp in ever so desperate times here, and one was against Bone Clay and the other one was against Jabra. But we know that Sanji is completely associated with the number 3. He always comes to the rescue, and he is the 3rd member of the Straw Hat Pirates to join the crew, and he will be here to save Usopp yet again. On so many occasions, we have Usopp and Sanji working together. We have Sanji acting as a protector over Usopp constantly throughout the series and putting him first as like a little brother figure. Some further foreshadowing for Sanji ending up fighting Kizaru here. We have Sanji being able to use crazy good observation haki and premonition haki. We know that with someone with a light ability like Kizaru, we need to be able to sense this very well, be able to use this observation haki. Additionally, Borsalino or Kizaru uses these kick attacks, and this definitely sets up a good fight with Sanji, who uses kick attacks. I'd love to see Sanji whip out that Diablo Jambe and just nail Kizaru with it a couple times. Additionally, we have the fact that Sanji has this new awesome raid suit that was just exposed in the Wano arc here, and I think Sanji will be using this invisibility technique, this super quick, being really hard to see technique against Borsalino. And what I think is going to happen here is I think Borsalino is able to use these light attacks, and light needs to be able to bounce off of something to be effective or to be able to see it. And I think that Sanji could use his invisibility link to his raid suit to better fit this fight and maybe be able to dodge some of these reflections or do something crazy with it that Oda could portray in just the best illustrations for us here. But yes, I want to bring up the fact that I am a strong believer that Sanji will also be fighting Greenbull later on in the One Piece series here. I think he's got foreshadowing against this potential cook that could be Greenbull. Greenbull doesn't like food, hasn't eaten in 3 years, disgraces women, has all of these ties. Sanji's represented in the Journey of the West to Prince Nazu. He's the 3rd prince. He's got a temper. He's got conflict with his father. He's got fire attacks. So there's all these representations to Sanji being Prince Nezu. Prince Nezu took down the Demon Bull King, and there's Green Bull. He's also represented as a bull. So he's got all these clashings. There's a lot more here, you guys. I already made a video about Sanji and Green Bull potentially fighting. I'll put it up here for you guys. Check that one out. But I don't think it's too much to see Sanji fighting 2 admirals later on in the series. And I say this because we have Luffy, who throughout the entire One Piece series has done tons of epic stuff, and he has taken down many warlords, breaking apart that part of the system as he's grown throughout the One Piece series. Now he's fighting Yonko. In the One Piece arc here, I think we're going to see tons and tons of stuff from Zoro, and Zoro's going to grow so much as a samurai and become the strongest swordsman in the One Piece world here. And I think that they are a monster trio, and Sanji's going to have his ability, his chance to prove himself when he takes down 2 different admirals later on in the One Piece series here. I also want to quickly bring up the fact that, yes, I just made a video about Zoro fighting Kizaru, but I think that there is a chance that Zoro could fight Fujitora later on in the One Piece series here. I was just largely speculating on the fact that Fujitora could leave the One Piece series, and then this would pull in some of the foreshadowing for Zoro fighting Kizaru later. But I want to bring out all the facts for you guys. I'm trying to bring all of these out in the community, really get everyone thinking, because these fights are going to be ever so epic later on in the One Piece series here. Point here, I just wanted to bring up this fact, this quote that Sanji said earlier in the series, and I almost forgot about here. Sanji says, "The Marines don't give a shit about me right now, but later on I will be the threat that is most feared by the Marines." Quote by Sanji. Please subscribe, everyone. I will be cranking out videos constantly for you guys. I absolutely love making these videos. So happy to be a part of the One Piece community. If you like the material, smash that like button as well. While you're hitting subscribe, get the little bell next to it. What do you guys think about this theory? Do you think it's super practical that Usopp will be dying? Please check out that video. Do you think that Sanji will be taking out Kizaru to avenge Usopp's death? Do you think that Sanji has it in him to take out 2 different admirals in the One Piece series? Please check out the Sanji versus Greenbull video as well on my channel. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.